Hi, sports medicine students. I'm Miss Bailey, and I am going to talk to you a little bit about citations and research today because you have this super groovy human movement terminology project for class. And I am super stoked to share some resources that are hopefully going to save you time and help you make an amazing project. So one thing that you may have noticed when you click on this project, and there's this great template right here, you'll click that, it'll force you to make a copy. Here's my copy that I made. And I added a very beachy background just for fun to make it unique. And because you can see that there are some footsteps here. So I thought that goes with human movement. I don't know. And also, wouldn't it be lovely to be on a warm, sunny beach right now? I think that'd be kind of fun. But the point of this rambling message is to just go ahead and say that when you take a look at this, you get to personalize it, make it your own, but there are some required items. You need 8 terms, and then slide number 10 is your works cited page. This is incredibly important because you are going to be sharing ideas, information, quotes, specific wording that is not your own. You might even add a video or something like that. So really important that you give credit to your sources. And that's what the works cited page is all about. What is awesome about this assignment is that you're going to be using MLA format, which chances are you've been using for years. This is the format commonly used in your social studies classes, used with your English teachers. So it's probably something you're familiar with. We just need to make sure that you can find 8 of these 12 terms and create appropriate MLA citations for them that you're going to go ahead and put in your slideshow. So without further ado, here we go. One of my favorite places to go to get information is going to be the BSD library databases. It's awesome. It has a lot of really great things. I have a bookmark for our Flex library right here. You might not. I could also access it through the Flex site that I have a bookmark for. You might not have that either. So I'm going to go to student because if you're on a BSD device, a Chromebook, you have that tab. So click student. Then in the top row, far right-hand side, please click library resources. Then please click high schools and options. You can pick any high school on this list. You will all have the same options for the library databases. The only difference is that you have more options in high school than you do in middle school. So please click any high school option you want. You can even find our school, Flex Online, from that list and click it. You can do a lot of different things on this site, but specifically after you hopefully bookmark it, you're going to go ahead and click Start Research 912. Then there are amazing sources here. If it is your first time ever logging into them, and you have not accessed them before on your outside of BSD Wi-Fi, please go ahead and make sure you scroll down and see that there are passwords. So for you to access these outside of school on your own time, you need a password. Ta-da! Here are the passwords. They're awesome. They're going to let you log in. I go to these library databases all the time, so I will generally be auto logged in, but wanted to let you know that you need the password to log in at home on the sites. So going back to the high school site, the one that I think is most important for us to start with is going to be Gale Health and Wellness, because we're talking about the human body and how it moves. So I'm already logged in. The password, if you're not already logged in, is just OSLIS, the Oregon School Library Information System acronym. So that's the plan. And then I'm going to look at some of the specific terms that are here, and maybe I'm going to choose adduction for my first term for my slideshow. So maybe then I go ahead and I'm clicking on Gale and I pop that into my search bar, and I want to go ahead and see that there are exercises, there are academic journals, there are magazine articles, there are videos for you to go ahead and do adduction moves in order to strengthen your hips. Perhaps that will help you be a more agile athlete as you are moving through space. So totally an option. But if I watch this video and I decide it's awesome and it has the information that I need in it, I actually can scroll down to the bottom And my MLA citation is right here for me. All I have to do is select it, copy it, and then I can go ahead and I can come back to my slideshow. I can put it, and I'm going to actually, you can go Command V is what it is on a MacBook. I'm on a MacBook. Or you can go ahead and on your Chromebook, it's probably Control V, but you can paste it. And then, ta-da, you've got your first citation. I didn't put the information in, so I'm probably going to come back here before I put my citation in. I'm just so excited to do that. I can put a deduction in, a short video, photo, GIF. I can put in the information and everything for that. But because I'm focused on the citations, I'm going to move on to another example for you. So if you use a library research database, such as Gale, it will actually have your MLA citations for you at the bottom. All you have to do is copy and paste. Another option you might be using, though, is perhaps you're using YouTube and you're going to Google and you're going to go ahead and you're going to type something in. So perhaps you can see all of my many search terms. I'm looking up really important things like other high schools and hot chocolate and the Mayan calendar. But let's say I'm looking up pronation and supination. This is a really cool picture from Healthline. And so maybe I want to go ahead and visit this site. And I want to include this. As a runner and a former coach, I know that these can definitely cause some issues. If you have shin splints, you might pronate. If you have pain on the outer part of your hips or with your IT bands, you might supinate a little bit. So we can go ahead and we can think about how these different terms apply to us as athletes and as people moving through the space. But you can go ahead and you can say, yep, I really want this picture. This picture is definitely something that I'm going to go ahead and I am going to download and I'm going to save it to my desktop. And then I can go ahead and put this in my slideshow. So I'll just go ahead and insert a picture. And I'm going to upload it from my desktop. Pardon the fact that I have 7,000 things on my desktop. Oh no, and it's an unsupported image type. So I couldn't use that one specifically because with Google, they're only going to be accepting PNGs or JPEGs. So if it is a different file type, it might not be supported. But let's pretend it worked. And you're thinking, I have this great picture, which I could also just take a screenshot of. That'd be an easy shortcut. And I can put it in my slideshow. Fantastic. But now I need to figure out how I cite that picture. And so the best thing for you to do is come back to our high school library site, scroll down, and there's to the left of your passwords, the OSLIS, Oregon State Library Information System, Citation Maker. This is plug in and play. I love this because you click on MLA, that's what we're doing. And I am using a picture. That's all I'm using from that website. Maybe I didn't read any of the information. I just really wanted that image. So I click image, artwork, and object. And then I can say, okay, artist or creator, if I know it. Well, on the website, they don't really tell me who made this image. So I'm going to leave that blank for right now because I don't know who made the picture. Then I'll come back and I'll say, does this image or artwork or object have a title? Well, it's called pronation and supination. So then I will come back, pardon me, I clicked on the wrong tab and say, yeah, it kind of has a title. It's called pronation and supination. Fantastic. And then does it have a year it was created? So not here, but if I scroll down to the bottom of the site, sometimes we can go ahead and get pop-ups, or sometimes we can, oh, cool, there's exercises, there's all kinds of stuff on this super long article. Sometimes on the bottom, oh, there's all sorts of things that pop up. It says down here, but I'm not seeing, now it's going to a different article. So that's terribly disappointing. It will have some different options for you. So research It's not super fast. It takes some time. So you're going to want to go ahead and give it some time. Oh, this was medically reviewed. Oh, it's in the top left. I was so focused on the image, I missed it. So here's our information. We have who wrote the article, but not who made the picture. So we do know when the information came up. So I can go ahead and say yes, because it's provided on the site and it was created, and it says they just want a year. So that was 2019. Fantastic. Where did I see this? I found this on a website. And so I found it on a website. And then is the image artwork on the artist or creator's website? Nope, it's on a different website. And I am citing just that article where it was found. So then I will copy my article name. And so a lot of making your citations is copying and pasting the right information in the right source. So I can go ahead and I can put this all in, and I'm going to put the who wrote it. I'm not going to put who medically reviewed it, just as a heads up. So hopefully I'm going to, I would actually double check my spelling. I would make sure I did this all correctly. And then what I'm going to do is it says the title of the website. So the title of my website is Healthline. And so a lot of this just takes a minute, but trust me, it's going to look really good when it's done. And then who makes this website? Well, this website is also made by Healthline. So that's good. So I can go ahead and put that here. It says if the website title is essentially the same as the publisher's name, leave publisher blank. Do they match? They do match. So I get to leave that blank. When was this created or updated? Yep, it was created, and that was up here in the top right corner, November 26, 2019. So I'll just go to the 26th of November in 2019. And then I need the URL, and it states that I do not need to have the HTTP, but it will go ahead. And once I have all the information in the appropriate box, I'll click create citation below, and ta-da, there it is. So that's awesome. There's my citation. If I wanted to go ahead and let's say I'm also looking up pronation and supination, and I am going to want to include a video because that's one of the options for your assignment. I'll click that, and there's a video here of this gentleman, and it almost looks like he's doing the Macarena, which I thought was really fun. That lured me in. And so he's talking specifically about the movement of the forearm and hand and anatomy, but that is something that I thought was really cool. When we go on YouTube, you're going to want to click the show more so you can go ahead and you can see more information about who actually made the video and find out a little bit more information, because we're also going to have to make a citation for YouTube videos. So I can go ahead. I have my first citation here that I put together, and then I can go ahead and say, I also have a video here, a really cool video from YouTube. And there's an example here showing how to actually cite something you found on YouTube. Yay, that's fantastic. So I am going to go ahead and I am looking at the contributor name, and this is Ben from registerednursrn.com. I don't know if that's it's not really a conventional name in the way we think about it, but I am going to focus on the recording as a whole, not just him. So it's okay. I don't have to give additional information. And then it says at the top for our example that we choose an episode. So the title of the episode that we are going to be taking a look at is called Supination versus Pronation, Movement of Forearm, a Hand Anatomy Review. Awesome. So I'm going to put that in for the title of my episode. And then the title of the container, since this said it comes from a series of videos, is from this series called registerednursrn.com. So our series of videos is from registerednursern.com. Okay, and then are there any other contributors? Nope, it's from that website. There is no version, there is no number. And then it says, is there a publisher? So here it says you wouldn't use a hosting site like YouTube to put that in. Instead, who put this together? Registered Nurse RN put this together. So I'm going to put that in. Then publication date. When did this appear? And put whatever information you have. So if you don't have all the information, put what you've got. Hopefully you at least have a year, but I can see this was posted December 3rd, 2020. So I'm going to come back and I'm going to put that it was on the 3rd of December in 2020. And then the location, it's not in a DVD or a disc, it's just online. So we don't have to go ahead and put any information there. And then I found this on a website, but it wasn't on the author's or publisher's site. I found it on YouTube. So here you get to go ahead and say, I found this on YouTube. So you'll put YouTube as your second container. And then it says the person or group who uploaded it. And so again, this is going to be that registered nurse RN. So registered nurse typo RN, and you just put it in the first spot. Can you determine when it was uploaded? No, I can see this one date, but let's say I don't know when it was uploaded. I'm assuming it was that date, but I'm not 100% sure. So then you just put the day you accessed it. And so today is March 30th. So I click 30 and I'm going to click March and it is 2022. And then I will go ahead and I will add my URL, which is right here at the top. And I will come back, I will paste that, and then I will click create citation below. You can see now I have 2 citations. You can keep adding your citations to this. Then you can go ahead and you can save them directly to your Google Docs, or you can click copy citations, which is what I did. And then I can put them in my works cited page. And there's one final works cited piece of information I need to show you. So I'm going to put those in, and they have some peculiar spaces, and my font is much too large to fit everything in here. So one of the things that is really important for everyone to know when you do MLA citations is that they have to be put in alphabetical order. So you can see that my 2 citations that I put together from the OSLIS site will actually, see, citations are automatically alphabetized. They do that for you. Awesome. Love it. Another magical feature about using OSLIS, because your MLA citations need to be in alphabetical order, and they're supposed to have this cool thing called hanging indents. And so let me treat those independently. So number 1, am I in alphabetical order? Yes, numbers come before letters. So the 3 comes before the P in pronation. Fantastic. Got it. Awesome. Then the next thing I need to do is add in hanging indents. So I'm going to highlight my text, and then I'm going to go format, and I'm going to go align and indent. Nope. Hang on one second. I go line pair. This is where I get a little confused because they changed where it was. It used to, oh, I'm so sorry. It doesn't exist in Google Slides. In Google Docs, they finally added hanging indents. They did not add hanging indents yet. So please make sure everything is aligned left. Then we have to outsmart Google. So you're going to come after your line, you're going to click return, and then you click tab. And then you come after the 30, hit return, and then it'll tab in automatically. So it's an extra step. It's not my favorite, but Google does not allow for hanging indents yet in Google Slides. Ooh. And then you might say, I'm not in love with that spacing. So then just come back up here and change your text spacing so it's exactly what you want it to be. And then we're going to remove space after paragraph. And there you go. They're all in alphabetical order with hanging indents. So there's that extra little step. It takes a little bit more time. I'm so sorry, this video was longer than I intended, but there are a couple steps when it comes to making a works cited page. So with MLA citations, again, if you use the library databases, they make the citation for you. Awesome. If you are going online and using Google, which is totally fine, there's great stuff on the internet. Make sure that you're using accurate information, make sure that you're finding what you're looking for. Then use the ossless citation maker, which are, again, these two gears on our library page. And you just click the source type on the right, put the correct information in the correct box, and then it will create citations for you. It will alphabetize them for you. You can copy them and then you can paste them in your slideshow. Then you just have to do a little bit of organization to make it look pretty in alphabetical order and with those hanging indents, and then you'll be ready to go. If you have any questions, if you want help with this project or any other project, please reach out to me. I'm Mrs. Bailey. I'm here at Flex and I'm here to help. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks.